So, you've just met this new guy. He seems lovely, but you're not quite sure if he's into you or not. Or maybe you've been going out with him for a while, and yet there's something that seems a bit off and you can't quite put your finger on it. Well, if I can, I would love to help you and maybe help you spot those red flags.
Touch me, touch me, touch me, oh, just let the fun begin. Teach me, teach me.
Here we go. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it, shall we? He makes no effort whatsoever to get to know your family. As far as he's concerned, your dad doesn't like him, your mum looks at him funny, your sisters are standoffish. He makes every excuse not to be around your family. Now, I believe that a man who really likes you, who's really interested in you, wants to know everything about you. And what's the best way of doing that? By being around the very people who know you the most. And I think that if a man really likes you, he's planning on sticking around for a while. So he wants to make a good impression on your family. He wants your family to like him and respect him. And he will do everything and anything in his power to be liked, especially by your dad. So if a guy is making those excuses and refusing to be around your people, in my book, as far as I'm concerned, I think that if a guy makes it quite plain that he's not interested in meeting anybody in your family, then that just means he's not interested in you. So your friend Marsha, she's getting married in August, and you invite him to the wedding. You say, you want to come? Now, when a man's interested in you, before you can even finish the sentence, he's already thinking, so what should I wear? Should I wear a tux or should I wear... He's already thinking and planning things because he wants you to be proud of him. He wants to make a good impression. Now, if he's not interested in you, what he will say is, you know what, I don't know what I'll be doing in August. How do I know what I'm doing in August? I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I can't be making no plans about what I'm doing in August. Maybe I'll be on holiday. Maybe my boss will send me somewhere. Maybe I'll be sick. Maybe I'll be dead. I don't know. I don't want to tell you that I'm going to come to this wedding when I don't... Excuse upon excuse upon excuse. That to me just says that he's not prepared to invest his time and effort to plan for the future because chances are he won't be around. So you've just bought yourself a really pretty dress and you can't wait to wear it. So you say to him, let's go out tonight. I'm sick of sitting down every evening watching Netflix. So let's go for a drink. Let's go for a meal. Let's do something. So he starts umming and ahhing. Well, he's not really in the mood. He's tired. He's had a really hard day. His boss got on his case. All he wants to do is relax. That's why he's here with you. Because if he wanted to go out, he would have gone out and blah, 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 and so on and so on. And so you start thinking to yourself, okay, he's had a hard day. Poor thing, he's probably worked really hard. So I'm not going to get on his case. I'm not going to insist. At least he's here. At least we're together. 5 minutes later, the phone rings and it's Marcus, his best friend. And Marcus says, look, I'm going out tonight. You want to come? He jumps up. He perks up. He puts down the PlayStation or whatever game he's playing. He starts looking for his keys and his wallet because Marcus called. He wants to go out. Now, personally, I think this speaks for itself. He wants to go out with Marcus. He wants to go out with his friends. Obviously, he just doesn't want to go out with you. So you've been going out for a while, maybe, let's say, and the things that he used to like about you, the booty and whatever it may be, all of a sudden, it's not looking so hot to him anymore. All of a sudden, there's something wrong with your appearance. You've put on weight. How come your clothes are getting tighter? Why don't you do something about it? You're not looking as hot as you used to. He liked you because you were hot, and blah, blah, blah. Now, I know a lot of people will probably be thinking, yeah, well, what's wrong with that? He cares about her health. Him telling her how he feels. No, there's nothing wrong in telling somebody how you feel. There's something wrong in trying to hurt someone's feelings. What he could say is, you know what? I'm thinking about going for a walk every day. I need to get into shape. I'd love it if you came with me. Or I'm going to the gym. Let's get a gym membership together. And it would be great to do it together. That way we can spend more time in each other's company. That's somebody who's caring about somebody's health, but also caring about not to hurt that person. Words are powerful. Words have an impact. And if somebody is gaining weight for whatever reason it may be, it could be that something's going on, and him kind of pointing it out like that is not going to help. So if a guy is insensitive and doesn't have empathy towards your needs, then quite frankly, what else is there to say? He doesn't care about you. So you've made plans to meet up that night. You're going to cook him a nice meal. So you've cooked and you've probably made dessert and all that good stuff. Comes a time when he's supposed to be there. Nothing. He hasn't arrived. You call him. He doesn't answer his phone. You sit there, the candle that you've put on the table, melting with every passing second. No call, no nothing. He rocks up later that evening or the next day, and you ask him, where were you? He goes, oh yeah, I forgot we're supposed to meet up. You know what? I saw Marcus. I really had to do something. What else is there to say? As far as I'm concerned, that is somebody who's just biding his time. If he needs you, he needs to know that you're there. You're a place where he can go and fall on. But if he's okay and if he's got other plans, you unfortunately are not a priority. And if you're not a priority, then why are you there? Being treated like that would not be good enough for me. Is it good enough for you? So you've had a bad day and you start telling him all your woes. Your boss was getting on your nerves. Your colleagues expected you to do all the work. And it was just a rough day all around. And while you're telling him, he's got one ear on the TV screen and he's got one ear to everything else but you. And he's sitting on his phone and he's like, yeah, okay, Not listening, not interested in the slightest in anything that you have to say. Now, I believe that a man who's in love with a woman, he wants to know, even if he can't solve a problem, that he can be a sympathetic ear. He wants to make life easier for the woman. He will tell her, oh my goodness, you've had a bad day. I'm really sorry to hear that. Come and put your feet up. Let me give you a foot rub. You want a drink? Sit down and relax while I make you a drink. A man in love wants to make life easier for his woman, not be totally disinterested in anything that she has to say. So, him not listening to you and not caring about your problem, is that a red flag to you or not? So it's 2:00 in the morning. He rocks up, he walks in, doesn't even say hello, just about. You get into bed, you do what you have to do. He rolls over and goes to sleep. Or worse, he gets up, gets dressed, and leaves. That just says to me that you're just there to provide a certain need, to scratch a certain itch. Other than that, he's not interested. He wants to know that you're there when he needs you, but that doesn't mean that he's going to be there when you need him. I don't know, ladies, is that okay with you? Personally, it wouldn't be okay with me. So you've been seeing him for a while and everything just seems static. Nothing's progressing. The relationship's not moving forward. It's exactly the way it was a month or 2 or 3 months ago. So of course you start to ask the question, where do you think we're going? How do you see yourself in a couple of months? Do you think that we'll still be together? The kind of thing that women, sometimes we can be annoying, but sometimes we just want to hear certain things. If he is always unprepared to talk about the future, if he doesn't want to calm your anxiety, if he doesn't want to soothe all of your doubts, that's because he doesn't care enough to. That's because if you're worried or upset, basically that's not his problem. It's never going to be the right time to talk about it because, quite frankly, he doesn't care. So he comes around your house whenever he wants to, all hours of the night or day. You always have meals prepared for him. He probably even has a key. Yet, you don't know where he lives. You've never been to his house. So you could never dare to even just turn up uninvited. I don't know. That's the screamingly loud, big, huge, gigantic, enormous red flag to me. He can come to your house whenever he wants to, but you can't go to his. And not only that, after certain hours, you best not ring his phone. You best not ring his phone because he's not going to answer you. Why is that? I can imagine, I can guess, 2 + 2 ladies, as far as I'm concerned. Either he's living with somebody, he's either married, or something's going on that he doesn't want your prying eyes to see. To go hand in hand with the one before is that his phone is always going off. And when he answers, he's whispering. He goes next door. And when you ask him, who's that? Nobody. No one. He never wants to tell you. Not that it's any of your business, but the fact that he's so secretive about it and whispering. And what's even a bigger red flag to me is if he has 2, 3, 4 cell phones. I mean, why would he have so many cell phones and he's not a CEO to some big mega company? Red flag? I think so. I would not appreciate it. I would not be happy with it. I personally wouldn't tolerate him going on the phone and whispering and going next door and not satisfying my quest to know more what's going on. Not that I want to become a policeman and interrogate him, but it's just normal, just a normal conversation. And if I see that he's being so secretive, and you know what? I'm at the stage in my life that even if he's not doing anything, I need peace. Don't you need peace? Why would you want to have someone in your life, in your circle, that makes you feel insecure, that makes you doubt, that makes you wonder? That I personally would have no time for that. And even if he's not doing anything, he still would have to go. So maybe you've introduced him to all your friends, to all your family, to your neighbors, to your colleagues. You're so proud of him. You're so much in love with him. Even people passing by in the street, you introduce them to him. Yet despite all of that, he has not introduced you to one family member or to a friend. Nobody, nada, zilch. Why is that? That to me just says, there's no point introducing you to my friends and family for them to get to know you or anything like that, because at the end of the day, you're not going to be here that long. So there's a work event coming up and you would love it if he would accompany you. So you ask him if he would like to be your date for the evening. And he says, well, you know that on that day I play football or I go around Marcus's house. He has 1,000,001 excuses why he doesn't want to go. If he's not prepared to make the most minimal of sacrifices to make you happy, then quite frankly, I'm not really seeing a relationship that's going to last. Now Marcus has a new girlfriend and she's banging hard. His ex-girlfriend, even though it ended badly, she was bada bing, bada boom. Right? Everybody is cute. Everybody is cuter than you. He compares everybody to you. And unfortunately, you always come out on the wrong end. I think that a man in love, when he looks at you, he sees beauty. He's in awe of your beauty. If all he sees is negative things, then maybe he's not really seeing you. The things that he used to love about you don't turn him on anymore. That shows to me that his interest in you has faded, and he's not even trying to be kind about it. If he's being vocal about how attractive everybody else is and you're not. Personally, a man like that, I wouldn't want in my orbit. I wouldn't want in my space. He would have to go. What about you, ladies? Do you want somebody around like that? I personally need peace. What about you? Well, that's about it, I think. I mean, there are still so many other red flags. What did I miss? Leave a comment down below and let me know what I missed. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? We have fun over here and we talk about real things. So a lot of you are watching, but you're not subscribing. It would help me out a lot if you would just hit that subscribe button. And if you liked the video, if you enjoyed your time here with me, give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was fun. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. But until then, be kind to yourself and to others. Take care. Bye for now. Ciao.